Hello future teacher! In this video, we are going to learn some tips on how to teach place value to our primary learners. Starting with, teach your class how to skip count by tens. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, and 100. You can use this activity as your exercise or drill at the beginning of your lesson. Next, explain that the value of a digit 0 to 9 depends on its place or position in a number. Always remember that digit pertains to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to 9. But when you combine digits such as these examples below, they will be called as numbers. Now, going back to the second tip, you must explain that the value of a digit from 0 to 9 depends on its place or position in a number. For example, 21. The underlined digit is 1. And we have the number 14. And the underlined digit is still 1. And in 146, the underlined digit is 1. However, they are in different places. Therefore, they have different values. Third tip, teach with visual examples. Let us apply Jerome Bruner's three-tiered model of learning, which starts with a concrete, which means using of manipulatives or tangible materials, followed by the pictures or pictorial, which will represent some objects, and lastly will be the abstract, or the number symbols itself. Specifically, here are some tips on how to teach with visual examples. We may make use of 30 to 40 small, countable, and fairly homogeneous objects, such as pebbles, marbles, or buttons. Second, scatter the objects on a table in front of your students. Third, explain that in modern math, we use the number 10 as a base. Fourth, arrange the objects into several groups of 10 and count them for the class. Fifth, show the students that 4 groups of 10 pebbles is equal to 40. Just like this example, we have 40 pebbles in total, and we made 4 groups of 10 pebbles. After using manipulatives such as pebbles, stones, buttons, and whatsoever, we need to translate the pebble example into written numbers. First, draw a basic T-chart. Write the number 1 in the top right corner of the T-chart, just like this example. You have to put 1 on the top right of the T-chart. Next, write a 10 in the top left of compartment. Third, using the grouped pebbles, let them count how many single pebbles are not in the groups of 10 are there. Using the grouped pebbles, let them count how many single pebbles or those pebbles that are not in the groups of 10 are there. Since there are no single pebble, they will write 0 here in the 1 column. Then, count how many groups of 10 are there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Since there are 4 groups of 10, then write 4 in the 10 column. Fifth, explain to the class that each number you made with the pebbles has its own place. 1 stands for ones as a place value, and 10 stands for tens as the place value. Another tip in teaching place value to our primary learners is using a number board to illustrate the basic place of values. If we can see here, the numbers are from 1 to 100, and 1, 11, 21, 31, 41, 51, 61, 71, 81, and 91 are arranged. All of those numbers having 1 in one's place are arranged vertically, as well as the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 0. Now, by using this illustration or number board, you have to emphasize that the digits colored as red, they are in ones place. And the digits, such as this, colored in blue, they are in tens place. Next, experiment with other visual teaching tools. Let's say, for example, these blocks. Also, popsicle sticks. Next, we have these number cards and these boxes. So this one will serve as the ones, and this one will serve for tens. This one is for the hundreds, and this cube is for the thousands. And when you use popsicle sticks, one popsicle stick is equal to ones. And when you group 10 popsicle sticks, they will be tens. And when you group all together 100 popsicle sticks, they will stand for hundreds. Other tips. It is advised for us to use colors. Write out various numbers using a black marker for the ones place and a blue marker for the tens. For example, write the number 40 with a blue 4 and a black 0. Just like this one, 0 for black and blue for 4. Again, black for ones and blue for tens. Meaning to say, 0 is in the ones place and 4 is on the tens place. Same with these examples. You can cut out numbers from 0 to 9 in black colors. And you can also cut out numbers from 0 to 9 in blue colors. And when you mention a specific number, they should be able to identify what is the color black and what should be the color blue. Let's say, for example, as a teacher, you will mention the number 56. Therefore, they need to find 6 in color black and 5 in color blue. And they should arrange it accordingly and should be based on the place value that is being asked of them. Other tips. Teach with poker chips. First, distribute poker chips to each learner. Tell the class that the white poker chip stands for the ones place, the blue chips stands for the tens, and the red poker chips stands for the hundreds. If you don't have poker chips, you can cut out some poker chips, or you can make your own poker chips. Next, have the class trade chips. Teach the learners how to trade white ones chips for blue tens chips and tens chips for red hundreds chips. Also, when using this activity, you have to ask them a question, which, how many blue chips can I get if I trade 16 white chips? If I trade 3 blue chips, how many white chips can I get? Using this question, we will be able to apply inquiry-based teaching to our learners. Here are some other instructional materials for teaching place value. Here is a place value robot. If you can observe here, there is a number form and base 10 form. This is for the ones, this is for the tens, and this is for the hundreds. Each figure symbolizes one place value. And we also have an expanded form. 1, 30 for tens, and 200 for hundreds. And then we should translate it to word form. 231. Next is a worksheet that we can use in teaching place value to our primary learners. And this is an example of the worksheet. So match the numbers. They are going to write here the standard form, and the word form is already given, and they should supply the expanded form. And also, it could be that the given is in the expanded form. All they have to supply is the standard form and the word form. And a standard form would also be given, and they have to supply a word form and expanded form. Next, you can show this chart to the learners. Let's say, for example, the number 254. We can see here that you divided it into 3 parts. 4 is for the ones, 5 is for the tens, and 2 is the hundreds. And for a better explanation, we have here 2 hundreds, 5 tens, and 4 ones. We're going to multiply 2 times 100, and that will be equal to 200. We also have here 5 multiplied to 10, and we will have an answer of 50. Next is 4 multiplied to 1, and we will have the answer 4. If you are going to combine these three numbers, 200 plus 50 plus 4 is equal to 254. Here are other worksheets that we can use using pictures, using the base 10 blocks. So let's say, for example, number 1 is already given. Let's try to answer this second item. We have here 2, 1. So 2 times 1 is equal to 2. 1, 2, 3, 4 times 10, we have 40. Next, we have here 100. So 100. And next, we have here 2 thousands. And the number is 2,142. And another worksheet here, the number given is 55. The learner will try to identify which number belongs to tens and which number is in the ones place value. And so, the learner will write here 5 tens and 5 ones. And he or she will answer it in expanded form.